I wouldn't have asked for more. For the past 25 years as a priest has been a great gift for me, even though there were some difficult moments, but always God never fails. God will always give me the strength to overcome all the challenges, and there will always be people who will be there to support me, to pray for me, and that makes all the difference. One of the most rewarding part of being a priest is to hear confessions and to reconcile people back to God, especially people who have been away from the church for a good number of years, some 20 years, 30 years, and at the same time they are able to come back and they'll be filled with tears and joy at the end of the confession, and that gives me a lot of peace, a lot of joy, and indeed a lot of consolation. I would say that my grandmother would be the most important because she was the one who first of all taught me basic human values of being courteous, being kind, respectful of people around me. I think that laid the foundation for me to build on everything else, including my vocation. I must say that I would probably have become a businessman. No. Not really. That one was friends. Nothing serious yet. Father Kin, I was inspired by Father Kin because of his support, because of his wisdom, and because of his openness to allow us to make decisions and to make mistakes as well. But most of all, he was always rock solid in being there for us. And also in considering the priesthood is none other than Father H. Pato, who was a parish priest of St. Anne's Church. And it was through him that I got to know about the faith. I was instructed by him, and I was eventually baptized by him in 1980 after 2 years of instruction. That's a good question. I never thought about what is really the least favorite part of being a priest or being a Jesuit. But I must say that living in community is always challenging because I have to live with a group of bachelors, but nonetheless, I would accept them and to love them and to know that God also has called them just as God has called me. So that would be the most important part. Frankly, I do not know why I was called. It's a mystery to me. I don't think I was anybody special. I mean, if you look at it, I came from a little village, obscure, came from a Taoist family. I don't think in any sense I was like kind of worthy, But nonetheless, I think if the Lord did call me, I would say, yes, Lord, I'm more than willing to follow you, and that you would provide for me and take care of everything. So that was to me an act of faith. I think for me, it is about recognizing how God actually has provided for me in spite of all my difficulties and challenges. And it means that I know that I am really nobody and that God will make me somebody, provided I'm humble, I obey, and at times I know that I will die to myself. That makes all the difference to knowing that God is the one who will lead me through all the challenges and difficulties, and I will see the light of day. Psalm 46, Be still and know that I am God and the Lord of all nations. To be frank with you, I would have no clue about what the 25 years will hold for me, the next 25 years. But I think as far as I can look back, it is really full of surprises, full of God's blessing, and full of joy to be able to serve, not considering that there were also moments of challenges, but it is in those moments of challenges that really help me to grow my prayer, to grow my humility, and most of all, to grow my dependence on God, that everything I have is really from God Himself.